All right, all right, all right. What's going on? Microphone check. Microphone check. MM2K, are you here, man?
Microphone check. 1, 2. What is this?
All right. Here we go, y'all. Hey, chat, let us know if you could hear us so we can kick this thing off. We don't want to be talking for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying? We want everybody to hear what we have to say today because it's going to be a good one. Yes. So while I'm waiting for that.
Me and Storm can talk for no damn reason for hours, though, if y'all want us to. You know what I mean?
I don't think they want that on a Saturday morning, man. It's a beautiful Saturday where we are out here on the East Coast, man. But, yeah, so I will say this, y'all. You should be able to hear everything. It looks like everything is good. But the technical difficulties were finally on me. I mean, every weekend that comes, Moss, I can't blame you, man. I have so much fun blaming you and others, man. You know, it's just finally I had to put something on myself, man. I try to be perfect. Red Raven said he could hear us. Cloud Gamer 201 in the building, they could hear us. Hey, first of all, we appreciate y'all for showing up early, man. This show right here is going to be a crazy one. By now, you should already know how SML does things. With that being said, MM2K, man, how are you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm loving life. I'm loving gaming, and I'm most definitely loving the Stadia community, man. So shout out to y'all for all of y'all support as always, man. This is going to be a hell of a show because Storm, you know, we were doing some gaming elsewhere. Now calm down, y'all, but we was doing some little bit of gaming elsewhere. So a lot of the shows that we were supposed
primarily to you don't put that on. Don't put it all on me now. Go ahead. That's on you. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute.
But we was, you know, but we're back. We're ready to go. We're revved. We're excited about Stadia. And I'm gonna tell you this, Storm. This week to me solidifies why Stadia is here to stay, because the way they survived this, and I've heard people talk about Stadia like, wow, amidst all this, I'm shocked. I done forgot about some other cloud services, but I know about that Stadia. So we're going to talk about it today, man. We're going to talk about it all. It's a great weekend to be a gamer and most definitely a Stadia gamer.
Hey, look, I got some questions for you today, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it, man. We're going to shout out Dosage in the building, man. You know, during this show, as people show up, we're going to call out the names. So MM2K, man, if I forget in mid-sentence, no matter what we're doing, man, we're going to highlight the people that shows up today, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, look, check this out. I got some things that I want to get off my chest when it comes to you. Brother, you know, hey, brother, we got some hours in the game. You know what I'm saying? We got some mad nights, long nights and everything in the game, man. Now, though, I struggle. Last weekend, I struggled. And you all heard reasons why. But this week, it's kind of different, though. I got over all that. This week, I'm struggling with the fact that you, of all people, man, you of all people put out a stream. You put out a stream, brother. Right, you know what? Forget all that. What's up with PNTS first, man? What's up with PNTS first? Because I'm going to need about 10 minutes on this one, man. PNTS network, what's going down? You got any updates that the people might want to know about? Let's go into that, man, so I can, you know what I'm saying? So I can get ready for the takedown.
Oh, you got my cat knocking stuff over and shit. I'm sitting there laughing crazy. Look, y'all, PNTS Network as you guys and gals all know, we start the week off Sundays with Ying Meets Yang of Gaming, starring my homie, my bestest friend in the whole wide world that is not gonna put me on the spot.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
On the spot live, y'all.
It's gonna happen.
Project Storm. And also co-hosted by the homegirl Snow Bunny. You can check that out on Snow Bunny Gaming channel. That's a fantastic show. Then on Wednesdays, we follow it up on PNTS with The Commission. That is also hosted by my homie Project Storm, myself, Snow Bunny, and the homegirl Tron of Roundtable Podcast. We get together, we talk about everything gaming. We were going to have an explosive episode, man, but we had to hold it off this week until next week because YouTube was getting real janky on us, but that's all right. Then on Thursday, we followed up with SSC podcast. Jesus Christ, this is SML. We followed up with SSC podcast. Me, your homeboy Project Storm, the homie Eddie Player 1K Eddie, as we like to call him now.
1K.
Check us out every Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern
Now,
Standard
can
Time.
you explain that we didn't have it on Thursday this week? Can you explain?
Yeah,
just let people
see,
know,
there we
man.
go,
Can you
here
let
we
the people
go.
know what's going down and why we
on
didn't have?
blast.
Why we didn't have? Now, this first show wasn't on you, man. The commission, y'all. Commission is a dope show. I can't lie. Shout out to Peacemaker and Bunny again. Hey, YouTube was acting crazy. You already know if you try to watch videos Wednesday night or whatever time in the time zones you are, then you know that YouTube was down. I had my crazy theory MM2K. I was like, yeah, they're getting ready for that 120 hertz streaming, but that's probably that's far from the truth. I get into speculation mode, man, and you know it's all.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Storm. Ain't nothing wrong because it helps you look at every. When I say look at things from 5,000 feet, you scan everywhere. You don't say, "Oh, don't look over here." Look, you leave no stone unturned. So it's okay to speculate and say, it could be this and could be that." Because if you unturn that stone, then you might find something. Sometimes you won't.
Yeah.
It's when we talking absolutes.
Right.
But we're not sure, which we don't do here. Storm don't do it. I don't do it. When we're talking absolutes about things we're not sure about, that's when it becomes a problem. But ain't nothing wrong with speculating.
And see, the reason I did that is because Next Gen had just dropped. You know what I'm saying? It was the day of the PS5 launch, and 120 hertz is, it makes sense for 120 hertz streaming to be possible sooner or later. But we'll get back on track. All right. So, did you cover the whole week of PNTS? Like, I think you were on Thursday. So on Thursday, we had to postpone or whatever for obvious reasons, and we'll get into those reasons in a minute.
You want me to get into a story? You want me to get into
No, man, hold on. We got show notes right here. I want to go ahead and just run through the notes, man. Hold on one second. All right, so look. First of all, y'all, it's going to be a show. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be high energy. Yeah. Last week, y'all thought we were going crazy. Well, this week right here, because next-gen consoles are here, I got to get into it. We will not jump. Hey, I can't procrastinate anymore. We got to do it, man. Now, MM2K.
Yes, sir.
The question that we have every week. First of all, before we get into it, can you go into the live calls and yappas, man? Hey, can you explain what yappas and live calls are like during the show?
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. So here's what happens, guys and gals. An hour into the show, right? Well, whenever the homie Project Storm deems it necessary, and I'm trying to appease him so he don't put me on blast. But whenever the homie, the good friend Project Storm feels is necessary, what we do, y'all, is we open up the phone lines. All right, we open up the phone lines and we allow you to give us a call at 724-739-3612, or you can leave us a yappa at https://pntsnetwork.com hashtag PNTS main yappa. I'm gonna put this out here in the chat right now, but they're not the yappas are at any time. The phone lines are not open yet. We'll let you know when the phone lines are open, or if you're part of the PNTS Network Patreon, like our good friend Dustin Oran, he's always up in there leaving us comments and stuff like that. Go to the Stadia War Room. If you're part of that tier, it's only $3 a month. Go there and leave us a comment there. We'll read them live on air. So that's how that gets down. Again, 724-739-3612 when we open the lines, or you can go to pntsnetwork.com, leave us a yappa, or you can go to the Stadia War Room in the PNTS Network Patreon and leave us a comment there.
And remember, if you are a mod, if you have the color blue attached to your name, feel free to leave people a little sentence or of your latest video. Drop that thing. I don't have to tell you when you're in here, it's family time, man. If you are a mod, you're a mod for a reason. If you are not a mod yet, your day may be coming soon. You just got to make sure that you rock with us and the community and put out that content, or just hang around and join us every now and then. You don't even have to make content. How crazy is that? If you're here rocking with us, man, this is a family, and I try to prove that here on my channel, So MM2K, that dude, right, he'll let certain people in, you know what I'm saying? But you got to work to get on, to be a mod on Stadia Dosage News, man.
You tickle me fast.
Or the MM2K channel. Hey, check this out, bro. All right, we got Iman Day, man. Iman in the building, you know what I'm saying? We got Amunor in the house. What's going on, family? Amunor, I just highlighted your name. I made a video yesterday I think it was the PUBG video I dropped yesterday, or could have been the Destiny 2. But either way, I highlighted the chat. I do that from time to time, and I highlight the chat for one, to let people know that that Stadia, that players do play on Stadia. We do have people on our friends list, and Amanor was one of the people that I was able to highlight. Man, he was first on my list, and it just feels good, man. Just knowing, and we're gonna get into this whole community thing a little bit deeper, but Amanor, came in, said exactly how he felt, and he still does. He shows love for the consoles first, but he rocks out to hear what the conversation about Stadia. I can't be mad at somebody like that.
Absolutely.
But I can be mad at others. We'll get into that later, y'all. You know how we do it. SML, man. Here we go. Who else did I miss? Stadia Universe in the building, man. Y'all already know. Stadia Universe works hard, man. Put the time in. First of all, he puts the hours in at work. Then he gets home, put the hours in for you all, chopping it up, making sure everything is good, making sure everything is factual. But one thing I need from Stadia Universe, man, I need you to rock that hat, bro, more often, man. What happened to the damn hat, bro? Like, that's what made me subscribe to his channel. I subscribed because Stadia, it was something so cool about this brother, man. You know what I'm saying? James Bond, nothing on Stadia Universe. So, all right, with that being said, we're going to move down. Chris, best in the biz. What up, crew, is what he said, man. You already know Chris, man. It's about to be a Saturday to remember. And next Saturday, we'll let MM2K get into that at some point, man. But next Saturday is even going to be, it's going to be a bigger Saturday to remember. And so will the Saturday after that. But so right here, y'all, we're going to go ahead and proceed. MM2K.
Yes, sir.
What have you been playing? Now, I want you to think carefully about this, bro.
Whoa,
what have you been playing recently, man?
What I've been playing recently? I mean, there's been a lot of stuff I've been playing, Storm, if you want to be technical. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I mean, if you want to be technical, there's been a lot of things I've been playing. Of course, I was on that Stadia with the Far Cry 5. You know what I mean? I was playing, bed whisk with the wife. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I was playing.
Hey, let's keep it game. Shout out to the wife, man. Shout out to the wife, man. I hope she walks up on you, smack you in the back of the neck with a shoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling for help. But
you want to know everything I was
everything you've been playing, bro. Gaming. Let's keep it gaming, man. Let's keep it gaming. Bro.
We're gonna talk about it though. Let's talk about everything that I've been playing
recently.
Real talk. I've been playing. I heard something crazy in the back.
Oh no, you didn't hear anything crazy. Go ahead, man. What has MM2K been playing?
I've been playing a lot of I won't say a lot. I've been playing a decent amount of PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Because PlayStation 5 has been doing the damn thing, right?
Okay.
PlayStation 5 did the damn thing as far as being the new console, the new 60 frames per second machine out there. You know what I'm saying? That is appealing to people, right? So I got caught up in the hype. You know what happened, Storm?
What's up?
Me and you was watching that Assassin's Creed Valhalla footage. Mm-hmm. We was like, oh, this is dope. This is dope. And then we was talking, well, if it looks that dope on the Xbox Series X, then we gonna play it on get the PlayStation 5 because there's Godfall on there, right?
Yeah, now that's facts.
So I've been playing a lot of Godfall. I like Godfall. I like it a lot. But here's the thing, Storm. I gotta keep it chicky with you, and I gotta keep it real with the audience. And I'm not just saying this because, I'm on a Stadia show right now, but I like Godfall. Godfall is hard, but I can play it on PC, bro.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on. Before you get into that, Angel.
Angel in the house.
What's going on, Angel? We know.
Gotta sing again for you, Angel.
We know it's a good show because Angel just joined. And Angel, right now, I tell you right now, MM2K, when you do get that Call of Duty now, because I want to talk about whether you're going to, how much you're enjoying your PS5. We're going to get into that in a minute, man. But if you happen to get that Call of Duty, anybody out there, check out Angel's footage, y'all. It's right on her channel. She has a YouTube channel. Matter of fact, why is Angel not a mod? Damn, MM2K. I can't put everything on you, bro, but I'm trying. Hey, look, man, can you get into your thoughts, man? I'm talking about it, like details. Can you let the people know about this PS5, man?
See, thank you, Storm. Now I won't be attacked by people in the Stadia community now because I can tell the truth about how I feel. No, I'm just joking, y'all.
No.
You know I love y'all. Here's what's going on. I'm loving Godfall. I'm loving the PlayStation controller. It's revolutionary. But is it worth $500 right now? Because I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, if y'all paid attention,
Valhalla. Charles just reminded us, man. Charles, one thing you got to understand: the brother's gonna call it what the hell he wants to call it, man.
I'm gonna call it what the hell I
He knows what it
is.
He knows it's Valhalla. He's gonna say Valhalla because of the way the L's flow. The two L's at the end. That's what he does. He does it to piss us off. But it's okay. I got something for him. I got something for him today. Don't worry about all that. I got something for him. He will not say Immortals Phoenix Rising. He will say Phoenix Immortals Rising.
Phoenix Immortals Rising, exactly.
I don't understand it, but let's keep on going, man. PS5, your thoughts, pros and cons, if you don't mind.
So, yeah, I love the controller. I love the I love Godfall. But when I got Valhalla,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was like, I just played this on my PC at native 1440p.
Oh,
and it
wow.
looked better on my PC at native 14 on a faulty 2070 card at that. So I was like, dag, the Xbox Series X version must be banging. But then I was rapping to some people, and right now, because the tool sets, we was talking about this Storm behind the scenes, we can't get into too much detail, we can't give all the goodies out the bag, but we was talking about this behind the scenes, that all the tool sets, prominent figures have said that all the tool sets for the Xbox aren't there, so PlayStation games are actually looking better now than the Xbox counterpart. So I'm like, hold on. So if I'm not impressed with the PlayStation 5 version, and that's supposed to be the weaker quote unquote console than the Xbox console, then what am I getting? What am I paying $500 for? And I said to myself, I'm paying $500 for Godfall? I don't know. So I'm at an impasse, y'all. I'm impressed by the unit. Oh, and another thing too, bro. Well, no, I'll get into that later because I don't want to get too out of order. I don't know if we were going to deep dive into the console seriously.
Oh, we will. Oh, yeah. Okay. We might as well flow right into it,
but
man.
I'm just saying, this is what makes Stadia so great.
Hold on. Let me reconnect it.
You got connected, yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Graffiti. Where is graffiti at? Just in case your shit. Okay, there we go. There goes graffiti. In case.
All right. So I'm about to hit go live again. No,
okay, go ahead and hit go live again.
Actually, it's already live because I never entered the stream.
Oh, looks like it's back now.
Is it back?
It's back.
Is it back?
Okay.
Microphone check. I don't know if it's back. Somebody let us know. We good? Red Raven said we're good, man. Now, look, technical difficulties will happen. Keep this in mind. I'm glad y'all didn't leave. We got to write these names down and give them a special prize for not leaving, man. Because, see, the thing is, the gaming gods just tried to save MM2K's ass, man. That's what just happened. But you know what? Today, he's going to get that work. Believe me.
Oh, man.
He's going to get that work, man. Yo. Hey, man, things like I told y'all, it's really on me today. I don't know what's going on with this PC. Instead of getting these next-gen consoles, I'm about to upgrade and just go ahead and bite the bullet and get me a new damn PC. But let's go. So we were into the PS5 talk, and you were just saying, you were giving us some kind of reason. Just your thoughts on it. Your thoughts on it. Let's have some fun, man. What's your thoughts on it overall?
I was just saying, I'm gonna be honest with you, though. I don't know if I don't know, Storm. I'm at an impasse because you look at it like this, bro. I spent $500 for Godfall, and I was willing to do that. But then I got to look past Godfall, and yes, I know people like Spider-Man, but you could play that on a PlayStation 4 Pro. I know people was going like Horizon Zero Dawn, but you're gonna play that on a PlayStation 4 Pro,
right?
And I'm gonna be honest with you, as great as it is to play Godfall at 60 frames per second, I have to ask myself,
Uh-huh.
is it worth $500 to play these games at 60 frames per second, specifically on just one console, especially after what happened to me yesterday? I'm just going to put it like this. Something like this that y'all just witnessed with us happened to me yesterday. I ain't had this dang thing for even 2 days yet. And I see it happened to a lot of people.
Now, this is going to be based on facts, right?
Yeah, this is based on, bruh, shout out to Sick Humor and them. Sick Humor came on live and was like, yo, and Sick Humor is the biggest PlayStation fanatic that there is.
Right.
The hell with this Storm. We might as well do it. We might as well go out of order.
We got to do it. Let's do it, man. If it happens to go down again, MM won't have anything.
They try to shut us down.
They might. So look, if it happens again, we might kick off something on MM2K's channel, y'all. So stay tuned.
We might already got it set up and
all right, let's do it.
We're gonna do our best to rock out here, man, because y'all know Storm is the ultimate host.
They don't want to hear what we got to say today. They didn't want to hear this today. Let's go.
Hey, look, homie Sick Humor went in, was playing golf all just like how I was. Shut down on him. His whole firmware went off. He had to reinstall the whole firmware for a PlayStation. Why is that happening? Is you saying that these consoles ain't that they that janky that they can't handle 60 frames per second and a lot of stuff happening at the same time they shutting down like that? And no, it ain't just PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like we told them. Did we not tell them?
I'm gonna handle the Xbox part. I'll handle the Xbox part. You go ahead and you do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish off on the plate. Yep, but we told them.
Take your time.
All these consoles is having issues. But I'm just gonna say this on the PlayStation side. I can validate on the PlayStation side that even though there were a lot of things that are impressive about it, getting this hardware day one, I'm impressed with a lot of things, but I'm not sold that it was ready yet, especially $500 ready. Those are my thoughts on the PlayStation.
All right, that's what's up, and we'll get back into it because I know you're not done yet. Now, Fugly's in the building. What's going down? Fugly says no fanboying, but PS5 is having some serious issues. The X is also having some. You got to keep it real, Fugly, because we're seeing it out there now. I will say this right here, and then we got well kisses down bottom. Bubby has well kisses. It is so. Thank y'all for joining. Stick around because this right here is going to be based on facts. You'll be able to find this. This is we don't just make this up. Now my brother right here has a PS5 because he's a gamer. He's been taking a lot of flames, you know what I'm saying? But he has a shield. He has a shield out, and that shield is made out of what is it made out of, bro?
I don't know, man.
Hey, it's not made out of cardboard. That's for damn sure. So titanium. You know what I'm saying? Titanium shield. He's ready for the flames, man. The brother's been doing it for a long time. I'm trying to learn so I can get over there and chop it up with Triple B, man. You're not a man. You're not a grown gamer until you can chop it up with Triple B and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That thick skin, brother. That put you fight. That's Fight Club, bro. That's Fight Club.
I'm learning, but you know what? It's so entertaining, man. I swear. It's so yo. I had to shout it out because I'm over there, y'all, checking it out. When the brother's talking about Triple B, broadband bullies, and all that, man, you got to understand that he's over there in the trenches. So I pop by every now and then, but I'm careful about what I say. I kind of like peek over the weeds and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go over there. You got to come correct because they're going to keep it factual and it's going to be entertaining. Exactly. Now, with that being said, man, jumping tracks to Xbox. I don't have the Series X, but I did secure one. It's supposed to be here December 23rd. Hopefully it'll come well before that because I ordered directly from Microsoft Store. We got to be able to have these consoles in hand, the controllers in hand, console in home, if we want to break things down in a more thorough manner, right?
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
But I don't have one yet, but I will say that the videos out there, I will say that they're making sense because on the Xbox side, a lot of people are having problems with the disk drive. Like people are not editing these videos and making them, just making them bad. Just to appease PlayStation fans or whoever, they're really having issues. I had issues with my Xbox One X, y'all. Like when I set it to 120 hertz mode, it was fine. I was able to play for a few days. Everything was Gucci. All of a sudden, I got ready to make some content. Black screen. It never came back on my Xbox One X. Never came back on. Still to this day, black screen. There's no way to hard reset it. I called Microsoft Xbox support. They said, you give us $200. You know what I'm saying? And then we could repair it. I said, why the hell would I want to do that when I could buy the Series S, as in Sam, for $299? Man, get the hell up out of here, man. I said, look, I was thinking that y'all might try to throw a brother a Series X for my troubles because I'm a loyal consumer. They could see this, y'all. They could see that I'm a loyal consumer from 2001. I mean, they can't even hook a brother up. It's like, yo, I don't give a damn what you're talking about. You're going to have to buy a whole nother one. Okay, I said at that moment right there, I said, oh, and I still ordered the Series X. You know why? Because I'm a gamer, y'all. I like to do it. I don't like to talk about it. I like to be about it. There's still so many games that I've already put thousands of dollars into the ecosystem. I might as well get a Series X. I think it all makes sense. Now, MM2K.
Yes, sir.
Is Godfall the only game that you're interested in right now, man? No Miles Morales? No,
no, not really. I'm not interested.
No Astro's Playroom, bro? And I'm not even clowning because the game looks dope. I saw Hip Hop Gamer and a whole lot of people talking about the game, man. I'm talking about like post up everybody. Yo, it looks dope as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks like something that you really could be wowed by. I mean,
I'm not. Look, don't take my feelings for for the, whether the value proposition. Don't take my value proposition as a means to say there's not good stuff on there, and then there's not some stuff on there that really could attract to some people. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that yes, Miles Morales is dope, but I can play that on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Yes, Astrobot Journey or whatever the hell it's called, it's dope.
Playroom,
because it allows you to see the capabilities of the haptic controller. That's dope. But there's two words that I want everybody to remember. Honeymoon phase. I thought it was 3 words, but no, it's 2 words. It's honeymoon phase. Once that honeymoon phase gets over and the controller becomes regular in your mind, then Astrobot ain't gonna be all that exciting. And then once I get, even though I may put mad hours in the Godfall, you got to look at everything else, and you're like, okay, what other brand new experiences can I get from PlayStation right now? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then you got to look at the third party. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the next one. I looked at that, and it looked better on my 1440p. You know what I'm saying?
And I can confirm that because I was in your premiere that you dropped.
In the stream, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I'm just looking at the entire value proposition. Everybody running rampant for these consoles. Everybody being told, oh, you got to get these new consoles because ray tracing. Look, don't get me wrong. And I don't want Storm to fire me on this channel today. Ray tracing is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But we worried about them frames though, right?
FPS
so if we worried
all day.
If we worried about them frames and these mugs trying to implement ray tracing is messing up these frames, then I don't know. Look, you're not getting the performance that you were promised at first. These mugs are defective in some ways, and Storm is going to talk about some of the crazy stuff on the X. We're going to let him get there. And then, like I said, there's not a whole bunch of brand new next-gen experiences. I don't know if these consoles is ready for the full $500 from everybody yet. It's just the enthusiast. If you're enthusiast like that, you want to do it. But if you're expecting to be immersed in this brand new world from in and out, no, Chief. No, that's all I can say.
Check this out, man. The chat is lit, and they're bringing up some valid points. I got so much love for the chat right now because they're keeping it real. So for anybody that's just listening to this, if you're cleaning or you'll go back in the future and listen to this or whatever later on, hey, we are not out here to cap. We keep saying it over and over, but I think people don't believe us because they hear us praising Stadia and other platforms for greatness. Right? Mm-hmm. But we're not here to cap, so let's go down this chat real quick, MM2K, if you don't mind, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, we already covered what Fugly said. Bubby says, right here, seriously though, Can't get my Series X to play Gears 5. It causes my Xbox to shut down every time.
Facts.
And this is all we just gonna go. All right. Emunor, who loves his console. So do I. You know what I mean? But he loves them more than me. Yeah, PS5 has some bugs, especially with installs and downloads. My brother's PS5 isn't downloading Assassin's Creed update for some reason. Fugly here says, I have 2 Series X's, man. Mine is running flawlessly with 0 issues, and man, the quick resume is my favorite thing, or whatever favorite thing. I don't have on PC, right? I don't care about the 60 FPS because I've been on PC for decades. That to me equals same. I get him on that because I've been playing at 120 hertz on my GTX 1660, and that's not even overclock. You know what I'm saying? Neither is my CPU, which is an i5 9400F. Hopefully, all of that will be changing in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Dosage, with the rush in production and delays, it was almost a guarantee that they were going to have hardware and software issues. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay, now with that all right there being said, and I see what you're saying. We're going to get into community next. See, doesn't know. He doesn't know what's on the notes. I didn't even share the notes with him today. I put that on everything. I put it on everything I love. I didn't even share the notes with him today. Let's put him on the spot and see how good he does. If he does good, he gets to remain. Man. He gets to remain. He keeps his job. He keeps his job.
This is why I say that Storm is the host with the most. He's good at this, y'all. Let him know. I would love to see Storm do this on a regular basis. Just put people on the hot seat.
I will. And I would definitely like to have Fugly and Bubby and Amonor and Zajic and Charles and whoever else would like to come up and be brave enough and bold enough to get into the hot seat, man. Hey, don't steal my idea, y'all. But I'll put my own twist. Even if you do, I'll put my own twist on it now. But let's have some fun, y'all. So, yes. Now, Snow Bunny, shout out to the sister, man. Damn, Bunny. I can't.
Hey, Bunny, give me this work. What was you telling him? Now, I ain't going to be the only one getting my face stomped in the day. No, baby. Tell him, Bunny.
I don't. The love and respect I have for Bunny, man, and Peach. These ladies right here, they know their stuff. Peach told me, Storm, and she said it so nice, and it was so eloquently put. Storm, I like to wait at least 6 months to jump in to the new generation, if not longer. I can wait up to a couple years, she said. I said, Peach, you crazy as hell. A couple years is next gen? All these games out here being souped up. God of War 60 FPS, Ghost of Tsushima 60 FPS, Gears 5 120 hertz online multiplayer mode, Destiny 2, they're talking about Crucible at 120 hertz. What? And then I realized, y'all, it's my addiction, my fascination with the tech that I didn't even listen to what the ladies had to say. I was trying to downplay them. Like, yo, what the hell are y'all talking? Man, get up. Hey, Mark, give me somebody that's on my level. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Moss, man, I was so disappointed. I told Moss this. I said, I'm so disappointed in you, bro, because you ain't playing these games, man. You're not enthusiastic about none of this stuff the way I am. Yo.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting back and I'm looking at what Zajic said. Yeah, and I'm thinking about what I said myself on Scram Punks back, months ago or whatever. And I said, yo, man, and everybody on the panel was thinking that the consoles might have issues. Even the diehard supporters. You know what I mean? Everybody was saying that they thought they might have issues because it wasn't adding up. It wasn't shaking out right. It wasn't like we didn't get the prices until late. We didn't know what the consoles looked like until late. It was something was bound to happen. But for the Xbox Series X, for you not to be able to put a disc in the tray, for you not to be able to put your disc.
Well, Storm, can you please go back over that slowly? Because I don't think they understand what you're saying.
Hold on. Wait a minute. For some users, and it could have been 2, it could have been 1. I don't know. But I saw a couple videos of people not being able to fit the disc into the disc drive. Or it wouldn't take the disc. It wouldn't accept the disc, man. And some units was making like a lot of noises, a lot of crashing, a lot of whatever. And they showed the proof. Now, some people might say, oh, man, that's doctored up. That's, whatever. They're capping and all that. And I'm not having no issues. And you're going to get lucky. You're going to have those good units that's, you're going to get in your hands sometimes. Yeah. but other people might be unfortunate. So with that being said, we know that it happens every console generation. But what we've been trying to say, and Stadia doesn't get a whole a free pass. They don't get an easy pass. We'll get into that a little bit later too. But for everybody that was like, yo, Stadia some dog trash and all this, man, consoles wait till they come out. It's gonna be the truth, right? Well, they are gonna be the truth because they're upgrades over what people had previously had. But the game library, measly on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say that PlayStation has a more appealing library than Xbox right now, but Xbox has hundreds more games you could play, if not thousands, at your disposal, right? So there's some positives in all this too, y'all, and we'll get into some of those. Like MM already told you what he liked about the PlayStation, but he forgot to call out the fact that his stream during the live stream that he lost connection to the damn game.
Bruh, yes. My very first stream and my most recent one, which I'll put up, I'll air it around 6 p.m. I was into that Godfall storm. I was into it. I was like, oh, I finally got to combat. This is dope.
Now see it. Whoa! And I can say, go ahead, bro.
I was saying it did some Mork and Mindy stuff on me, bro. So, light start blinking. I thought the aliens was coming to get me. And then finally it came back on. I
could say this, man. And if the Stadia community right there would have laughed and treated everybody over there on those camps like they treated us in the Stadia community. Now, I'm everywhere, but I still say us because I like Stadia. You know what I'm saying? I do. And I like it even more. It's more appealing for some reason now that the next-gen consoles have launched, man. Because when you look at the price, MM2K, and we're gonna say screw the notes right now, man. We just get into it, man. Forget the notes. We know how to flow. So when you look at the price, the value of what you get in the game library, the way it's grown, right? The fact that people out here on Twitter, and I don't know if my brother can show this later. I don't trust anything right now. It seems like everything is holding up, so I don't even want to switch up. But if we need to do that, we will. But people on Twitter now are expressing their love for Stadia, and I'll let MM get into that. But what I want to say is it does not make sense to keep throwing these shots like these. What was the word you said? You said absolutes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense to throw the absolutes any longer because everything has issues at times. And this is what I kept trying to remind people. They all have issues at times. You know, the Nvidia 3000 series cards, they had issues. AMD's cards will drop and they will have some issues. It's inevitable. But what I'm saying is right now, Stadia is looking real good because I'm hearing stuff like this, MM2K, and I want your thoughts on each of these topics, man. PUBG, a game that I love, is running at 1080p 60 on the damn Series X. Now, I'm going to say this one more time. I'm going to say it slow. Hold on. Man, you heard what I said, man. Hold on.
Oh, man, what?
PUBG, a game that's years old. Over 4 years old, man. Right?
Wow, bro. Wow.
PUBG is running at 1080p, 60 frames per second on the Series S and PS5. Now, MM2K, do you have any reason why that might be happening? Like, is it because something with RDNA 2? Is it because the developers just didn't take the time? Really, bro, I want you to think about it. What could be the reason? Because Stadia's out here running this at 4K 60, up to 4K 60. And I always say up to because they're all up to. Because you're hearing things like dynamic rendering and all this stuff, dynamic scaling, checkerboarding. Digital Foundry just did a video about checkerboarding on the Series X, which is cool with us. We don't mind. We just want the FPS, right? We don't mind.
Here's the thing, Storm. I'm gonna be calm because I want everybody to absorb this. Here's the thing, y'all. Storm says something magnificent that I want y'all to etch in the back of your minds. He said, is it the developer's effort? And I think a lot of people lose sight of that, Storm. So let's break it down for them. I don't care how many bibawatts, how many circuitry units, how many die on the Vanilla that you got running in your unit.
How many CUDA cores and how many all that, man, and the variable refresh rate.
Exactly. I don't care how much of that you got. If the end developer the person feeding that programming into the software that's going to be utilized via that hardware, and they don't feel like it's worth their time to do what you would like it to do, then you're not going to get what you want to get. And here's the fact of the matter. When it comes to these new consoles altogether, the millions and millions and tens of millions of consoles that are out there are what? They're not the Series X's. They're not the PlayStation 5s, even though they quote unquote broke records. Those millions and tens of millions of consoles are the PlayStation 4 Slims, Xbox One S's, and even in smaller part Pros and Xbox One X's. They're going to develop to that curtail for the most part. All right. Don't believe me? You remember when y'all had y'all short-term memory when Assassin's Creed Valhalla was going to be 4K 30? Remember that? Yeah. Now, this is the world's most powerful console. They have the marketing rights, and they were about to gyp them storm and give them Assassin's Creed Valhalla at 4K 30, the same exact thing you can get on Stadia, except with ray tracing, right? And some better textures. We're not going to see, we're not going to deny that. We're going to have some better textures, but you're in essence and overall getting pretty much the exact same product that you can get on a $0 console.
Uh-huh.
And everybody was sitting there saying, "Oh, Stadia's done. It's no, it's the effort of the developer. If the developer's effort isn't in it, then the boxes might not be ready. And what y'all gotta learn is y'all gotta stop falling for the okie doke for these marketing terms and these marketing gimmicks. When I sit here and say what I say about the Xbox One X, it's not because I be having nightmares about Phil and I hate him. No, it's because I've already been through this experience when the marketing terms are at a high, the marketing gimmicks are at a high, and what you get delivered at your hands is at a low. So before we sit there and say all the stuff that we say about Stadia, realize that during the week, and we're going to get into this a little bit later. I'm going to say this real quick and shut up. During the week of all this hysteria over the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, it's console week, which definitely is. I'm not trying to take away the shine from the consoles. They were definitely front and foremost. But while all that was happening, guess what was happening as well?
What?
People were going through a scramble storm. They were scrambling to get their copy of their Stadia Premier unit. The unit that, again, nobody wants to play. People say, "Oh, but it's free." It don't matter. They stopped in the middle of their searches for Xbox Series X's and PlayStation. Yep. They holded them.
Yeah.
To go claim. They didn't just get these free. They had to go claim it. They holded those searches to claim their Stadia units. And guess what? They got them at home and they're praising the platform. That says a lot.
And you're right. You're absolutely right, man. And then shout out to Shake Capo just joined in the building. Who else, Capo, man? You know who it is. We got Makers of Chaos 12 just joined. Heath Stevens, Ray Sherrod. Look, man, we got to have a conversation today, y'all. Now, somebody, the gaming guys, that they don't want to shine upon us today. They, the stream crashed in the beginning. My PC crashed. I don't know what's going down, y'all, but we're going to keep on proceeding. If we had to go over an hour, we're going to go over an hour today. And I hope you don't have anything to do. But look, so back on track, man. All this coming down to, because like I said, there's some positives to these platforms, man. Like if you would be a fool to sit there and think that there's no reason to be excited about these consoles, right? Because they're doing things that's in PC territory. Now, I'm saying PC territory. Of course, consoles will never be equivalent to the high-end PCs. That's just not going to happen. I don't care what dream world you're living in. It's not going to happen. But for them to have things like now 120 hertz gaming, okay, and that sounding like it's mainly going to be a multiplayer only, which is cool because that's where it matters the most when it comes to latency or reducing the latency. See, people don't understand. Some people don't understand what latency is, but latency is, it can mean the difference between, like targeting a player before they could target you, like on the controller. Like imagine you having to fight on PUBG, right? Because this technology even works for something like PUBG that was notoriously bad at one point when it comes to latency and performance and lag and stuff like that, right? Imagine on PUBG, you coming around the corner and then surprise, it's a mother right there. MM2K is right there in all black, waiting on you, and he has a M249 big chopper, right? Now, M2 got MM2K has a 249. MM2K has a 249. You just have a vector. You got a vector in your hands, right? But MM2K is on a display and he's playing at 30 FPS 1080p. But you're playing at 120 hertz. Oh man, you're gonna be able to line up a headshot on MM2K, and before he can even squeeze the trigger, blocker.
Yes.
He's done, man.
Yes.
So this technology in these consoles is big stuff. I got blinded by it though. I did. I got blinded by it. I shot down everybody in the fam, man. Everybody in the chat. Everybody. I didn't care what the hell anybody was talking about. Project Storm was gonna get the best of the best. That's what I always do. Each generation. But then I went back to my MM2K, and I won't harp on this too long. I went back to my GTX 1660 that I keep talking about.
Okay.
A card that I want to throw. I wanted to throw it in the trash, bro. So bad. When the 3080 was announced and all that, I wanted to throw it right in the trash, bro, and never look at it again.
Yep.
That card is coming through with 120 hertz performance right now on an i5 9400F CPU, and I'm getting 120. So. Yo, man, it just matters. But we're going to get back to the point because now people are out here liking Stadia, right? Yep. They're finally getting the chance to enjoy what we've been talking about, man. It might not be for everybody because some people have legitimate internet issues and some people don't want to pay a monthly subscription and all that.
Yep.
But some of these same people want to spend $500 on the console, 2 consoles and all that, man. So the only issue I have with it is that, damn, I mean, Stadia is free. I get it. It might not be for everybody. We're not trying to force people to play it, but there might be something there that people are missing out on because you have your console blinders on or your PC blinders on, and it could be something in the Xcloud gaming as a whole, not just Stadia. Could be something there in GeForce Now that you might like, Luna, or whatever, man. So with that being said, if you don't have anything else to add, man, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Yeah, we can move on, man. But I just want to shout out. I'm going to do 2 things if you don't mind.
Go ahead. No, I don't mind.
First and foremost, I want to shout out G Million in the chat. G Million was another one. He came in my stream and he was like, "Hey, look, bro, watch out for this." And then I was like, "Oh no, man, everything is cool." And later in that stream, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to G Million. He can attest to the problems with the consoles. And another thing I want to do is I want to shout out the homie Stadia Rev. Rev dropped in the building. A crazy video. I mean, not video, but article for Cloudy with Gaming. I'm gonna put Rev's article.
All right, let me see if I can set that up. You're gonna pull it up. Let me see if I can go ahead and.
I wish I could put. You know what? We might be out of luck with that one, bro.
Oh yeah, because I didn't pull up the Discord window or whatever the case is.
Yeah, you gotta pull up the Discord window and all that fun stuff.
Damn.
If you
Rev,
can do
drop
it,
the link for now. Rev, drop it in the link. Or you could tell me where to go, and I can definitely try it, man. Because
check out Rev's article, man. Dope and it's great for all the new. And y'all think we joking? We're not joking, Storm. In chat, we're not joking, y'all. Look, Storm saw it. I got mugs that were dogging Stadia. This piece of crap, this little dongle. Who cares? They were saying types of bad stuff. They got their Stadia thingy. The Stadia premiere via YouTube Premium, man, I'm really shocked. This thing is really great. And these are people that either A, couldn't get a new console but wanted one, B, wasn't worried yet about the new consoles, or C, still have the new consoles and they got beef and peace. They got, kick-ass PCs. And they're like, yo, this is something to add to the portfolio. So on the heels of Family Share Storm, now this revelation, it's why Stadia is here to stay, man.
I feel you. I mean, and they're giving it out for free, and they could do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a luxury that they have. Some people might say, oh, they got to. It's the desperation move. I don't care what it is. Man. If I'm getting my hand on the Premier Edition, hold on. First of all, I don't care what it is. If I'm getting a free Premier Edition that I didn't pay a damn dime for, except for that YouTube Premium subscription or whatever, I mean, I'm good. I'm happy. If it's not for me, I can give it to somebody else, a son, a daughter, a cousin, an uncle, and you know what I'm saying, an aunt that can benefit from it, right? Now, okay, let's move on, man. Somebody earlier brought up community. Charles brought up the whole community thing. So we definitely had to keep the community in our mouth, man, because without the community, what the hell are we doing this for? What are we trying to do? So Hey, there's some people in the community from what I've been seeing, man, and there's some differences of opinions going on in M2K, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking about this for months and months and months, so we don't have to go down the rabbit hole and all that stuff, try and find a carrot, right?
Yeah.
All we got to do is just talk about what we're seeing, because I know how I feel. You might feel totally different than me, but I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. All right, the next gen consoles drop. Everybody who got one should be happy because nobody's telling you to only play Stadia. Yep. Nobody's telling you to do that. Nobody's telling you to only play Switch, PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. I mean, you should try whatever you can, whatever you can afford, whatever you want to enjoy. But sometimes people go as far as to kind of like impose their way of thinking on other people. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. So for us, I know for me on the tech side of things, I try to bring light to it, I try to bring light that could help people, or that could connect to the other tech guys like Dosage and Fugly and whoever else, all the other people out here that love the tech. I try to connect on that in that light.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to do it in a way that's going to demean you or disrespect you. You know, I'm trying to help you. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. Like when it comes to just that alone, and then you can get into what you think about it, man. Is my skin just not thick enough, man? Like, am I fragile? Because I can't handle a certain remark that's made. Because now you already said that you would block somebody if they got stupid, which means that if you're talking about, you talking about my kids, you talking about this and that, and just dumb stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only time I'm really gonna try and block you. Mm-hmm. Look, how do you feel, man?
Go ahead,
how do you feel? I'm done. I'm just thinking.
I'm gonna say I'll put it like this. I think we got to put it into two buckets. Bucket number one is when people try to incite chaos, right? Like we've talked about this behind the scenes, Storm. There's some people that have an agenda of creating chaos, meaning if you don't agree with my sentiment, I'm going to either shame you or I'm going to make you look bad or I'm going to harass you and all this stuff. I'm going to do all this stuff to you, right? There's people like that. Mm-hmm. And we've had to block people like that from actually having access to deal with our community, our little slither of the community that we have here, because unlike a cold blood sensei, my homie in the chat that goes down and he talks crazy about Stadia, whatever, he don't go and insult anybody except for me. That's all right. He don't insult anybody, but that's how me and my homie cold blood get down. And Munar talks his crap, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we've had some people that their whole focus was to just pretty much ruin your mood about liking Stadia.
Right.
Those people, in my mind, just were trying to cause chaos and trying to really mess up the whole mood and the flow of the show. They had no purpose. They weren't open-minded. They were just trying to put their militant state of mind on us, right?
Yeah, you think some of these people could be trying to create division?
Thank you. They're trying to create division. That's exactly what they're trying to do. And we got to, and I urge my fellow content creators, be Larry. I've called out some of these people directly because I check threads. I look at receipts. And I look at threads and I connect the dots. And when I see that you out here frauding, like hating on the platform, but you want to slither in the grass of the community and act like that you're about the community when you're not, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to call you out, and some of these people, they're serious. Like, when I rap the Cold Blood or when I rap the Aminar, they're not. They ain't. They don't mean no harm. They go. They talking. They just ish talking and all that other stuff. But then there are people that are like Storm said, are trying to sow divisions in the community, and they've been successful in large part because people aren't checking the threads. They're not looking at the dots. They're falling for their bibble babble. With that being said, then there are some people that just they want to create personalities,
right,
in the community, and I'm used to that. Like, for instance, my good friend J Dubs, he is a PlayStation personality where he talks crazy stuff about Xbox, but he plays on Xbox more than the average Xbox gamer. He got everything Xbox. He plays on Xbox all the time. He plays Sea of Thieves and all this other stuff. It's all on record. But he's just being a personality. You know what I'm saying? For those that want to be entertained that way. And he don't mean too much harm, but he's a troll. Those type of people, I think we got to be careful about in this community, because when we start getting too serious over trolls, like there's a difference between someone that's trying to be divisive and a troll. A troll is trying to be a personality. Some are hit or miss. You know what I mean? Some really hit the mark, like a J-Dub. They really have seen success. You know what I'm saying? Some are corny or whatever, and we could just let them be and ignore them. But the reason why I say that, Storm, is because people like J-Dub, and I sent a tweet on this earlier, Verdict, my homie Showstopper on the PlayStation side, even Tim Dog is a troll too on the PlayStation side. Those are my homies. If you got thin skin and you respond to the trolls there the same way you do here, once Stadia comes live and is on the same stage of an Xbox or a PlayStation, you might as well cancel your Twitter account. You might as well cancel your Twitter account. You will be memed, gift, all that stuff. I done seen the most hardcore gangster. I ain't even gonna get into the stories right now because I ain't trying to get dragged into that mess. But I've seen some of the most hardcore gangsters threatening people and all this other stuff. I done seen the right troll get on them and send them out of the community. So I get it, y'all. We are sick and tired of the Young Yays and the Dreamcast boys and all them saying stuff about us. So we sometimes get a little sensitive. But you got to be able to differentiate those that are trying to cause divisions in the communities from the quote unquote troll personalities. And I'm not saying you got to like it. If you're going flipping through your thing, you're like, oh, this mug is corny, I don't want to hear what they got to say, then just mute them. But when you start going on a blocking fest and then you start retweeting about them, oh man, this person did this and that, you're making yourself a target. And as silly as it sounds, that's the community and that's social media. It's always anything's fair in love and war, and this is where we're at. So what I reckon to y'all is that be able to differentiate the personalities and the trolls from those that are really trying to sow divisions in the community. Handle them appropriately. If you got a troll that you're like, oh, this mug is corny, oh man, I don't want to see this crap. Just mute them. Don't even respond to them. When you respond to them and you let them know they're getting under your skin, that's only adding fuel to the fire. And it ain't no speech, ain't no thread going to stop them. It's only going to make matters worse for you.
Absolutely, because that's their job. That's their only job. You know what I'm saying? Job. To get under your skin. Job.
Yep.
Now, hey, thank you for sharing, bro, on that right there. Let's get into the Stadia side of things, man. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's more so the publisher and the dev more than the Stadia itself, because Stadia, the only thing Stadia can do right now for me to blow me away is upgrade. And I'm not saying do that right now. I don't think it's realistic. After the consoles have dropped, I don't think they need to upgrade. I mean, some of us were worried, we were literally worried that these consoles was going to come out and Stadia was going to become irrelevant in certain areas of performance when it comes to performance and visuals, right?
Exactly.
But now that the consoles is out, and shout out to the consoles. Like, let me tell you something. Again, we are not here to bash and trash, these consoles, because I plan to play them. I have mad games I want to jump back into. But when it comes to Stadia, it does not get a pass. And if you've been following us for a long time, you would know that, right? Because we call out the shortcomings of Stadia as a platform. But first, now, do you think the Ubisoft, let's get into the Ubisoft or Ubisoft, however you want to pronounce it. I say Ubisoft because you play. We don't call it Uplay. It's Uplay. It's Ubisoft Connect. Not I don't know. It's just Ubisoft Connect. I got you. So for all my Ubisoft people, stand up. All right, here we go, man. The 30 frames per second issue, we're going to jump right into it. Watch Dogs Legions, sub 30 and 30, right? Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes.
Assassin's
It's
Creed
not Valhalla.
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 No, it's Valhalla, man. It's Valhalla. All right. Assassin's Creed Valhalla running at 30 FPS. Far Cry 5 and New Dawn,
Yes.
30 FPS. And I know we've talked about this on other shows, but MM2K SSC got pushed back, got postponed.
Absolutely.
And so did the commission due to YouTube. So we got to talk about this a little bit more, and then we'll put it to bed, man. Is it Stadia's fault, bro, that these games are running at 30 frames per second? Or do you feel like it's more so the developers?
Absolutely not. It's not Stadia's fault. This is a developer's thing. And again, I get I get those of you that are frustrated that you want this, you love this platform so much. They love it so much, Storm, that they wanted to encompass everything that is on PlayStation and Xbox right now and fit it under the Stadia umbrella. That's what y'all want. That's just not a realistic goal setting. So y'all just gotta refocus y'all expectations. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some time. With that being said, this is a Ubisoft thing. Again, we've said it before. Yo, Ubisoft tried to take the world's most powerful console and tell y'all that y'all are going to get Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The game that they paid
just remember Val,
rights,
man.
Valhalla. The game that they paid marketing rights for, right? The game that was supposed to let y'all know, show y'all how the box can sing, as we say in Triple B. They told y'all going to get it at 30 frames per second. Take it or squeeze it. Deal with it. That's what they told y'all. But now, through the advent of y'all speaking up, they can't get away with that no more, right? They can't get away with that. Y'all said, no, we don't like that. We want, look, we've already paid for 4K 30 with the Xbox One X. You can't give us 4K 60, even if you got to do dynamic scaling. Do it. And guess what they got? So if you have somebody that was putting cold hard cash in your hand, and you still tried to gyp the community like that with giving them 4K 30, what do you think they're going to try to do to us? We get it. Ubisoft is in a crunch right now, Storm.
Yeah.
They're dealing with COVID. They got a lot of projects coming. They're trying to do a turnaround from last holiday season where their financials didn't meet their expectations. Right. I get it. But that is not of us to say, okay, we understand why you're going to do it, so we're just going to move on. No. You got to open your mouth. Where we come from, where me and Storm come from, there's a saying, closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? And when the Xbox community and the PlayStation community put down they Phil and Yoshida bandanas for the day and joined forces and said, oh, hell no, we won't go, Ubisoft was forced to listen. Right. And when I'm saying Stadia community, despite our divisions with our content creators or whatever the case may be with those in our community, how we may feel, let's put our bandanas down, get together and say, look, this just isn't acceptable. We know the platform can do 4K 60. Look at Division 2. You're trying to tell me.
Look at PUBG, look at Sekiro, look at so many F1, the racing games and all that, man.
Come on. You're not even a Storm. You're not even getting 4K 60 on the Xbox Series X right now for Destiny 2, and you're getting it from Stadia.
I know.
We know that it's capable of doing this. Digital Foundry said yes. It might be a different GDNC or whatever it is, but the 10.7
or the GDK,
teraflops,
the development kit or whatever it is, I guess.
Well, not the development,
kit, but the I know GDK. I always think of game development
kit or something like that, right?
Whatever
it's called. Not there's RDNA and then there was the older format or the older.
Right, I got you.
So they said there's enough in here for it to do at a baseline level what Stadia said to do. We know there's codecs and stuff that complicate things and locking things at 30 that complicate things, but they opened the floodgates for Division 2. It worked fantastic. That is not a small feat, and they could do it elsewhere. Ubisoft is just trying to do it on the cheap. They're trying to do it on the cheap. Look, We were looking Storm. We were looking at an Amazon Luna stream. Shout out to Cloud Extreme, right? Shout out to them.
Cloud Gaming Extreme, Ace and Marcheap.
Shout out to them, man. They did a stream. I think it was Ace. Ace was doing a stream where he was playing Assassin's Creed on Luna. And on Luna, shout out to them, because it's the Win86 architecture, and it's just basically the essential PC port being uploaded to the Amazon server, to AWS, whatever the case may be. They got PC settings in there. You can set it to Ultra or whatever. So he was messing around with the settings. Now there on Ultra, it wasn't stable. It was choppy. Amazon Luna still, got to bake a little bit. Shout out to them, though. But they were getting anywhere between 45 frames to like 51 frames with the settings on Ultra. You're trying to tell me, and then he was playing it and he was getting good response. You're trying to tell me, Storm, that something that's built on Linux that already has less latency, that's why it's built on Linux, that we've already seen things with great resolution and good enough textures. You're trying to tell me that if it's running at 1080p, 45 to 51 frames per second on Ultra, that they couldn't put it on Stadia 1080p 60 at maybe high,
that definitely could have
settings?
happened. That definitely could have happened. We just don't know if they had time. Now, I do want to get into time, and not time after time. But I do want to get into time because the developers are trying to pump these things out on so many systems, man, so many platforms and services now, right? Mm-hmm. And I can't, because at first I was ready to get the pitchfork, man. I was ready to get the pitchfork, but I thought about it. I'm like, damn, they putting in a lot of work. Same thing with CD Projekt Red. They're putting in massive work right now. Massive man hours, man. We're talking about crunch and all this other stuff you're hearing about, right? To get these games out here on all these platforms. I'm sure they want that money, but I'm sure they're not asking for all of the turmoil that's coming with it. So at some point, MM2K, I want to ask you this question. At some point, should the developer pump their brakes if they know that they might not be able to hit the target? Should they pump their brakes and say, oh, wait a minute, let's go spring for Stadia and Luna and consoles. We're going to go ahead and hit y'all this fall, but the other ones, we're going to go ahead and go three months back. What do you think, man? Because I was thinking about that.
Transparency is key. Here's what you do. Now, Stadia says that we leave it up to the developers, so I'm hoping Stadia wouldn't curb this message and they would say, Stadians, we love you. I would, if I'm Yves, I can only but approve this. Stadians. Well, you know what? Before I get into this, let me just say real quick. Let's open up the phone lines. Is that cool?
Phone lines open for show.
Let's open the phone lines. Let me do this. I'm gonna put the phone lines out there. I'm gonna put the Discord. I'm gonna put the well, you already know what the Discord is, but I'm gonna put the phone lines out there. I'm gonna put the yappers out there. Don't forget, y'all, leave us your yappers, man. Those are part of the most exciting parts of the show when we hear directly from y'all. So definitely come on out, y'all. Phone lines are now open. The number is 724-739-3612.
And we will keep in mind that sometimes they want to hear us on these good topics, man. We do keep that in mind as well, So, hey, call in. We want to hear what you got to say. Everybody else gets an opportunity to hear what you're saying as well. We want to spotlight your voices and not just your typing fingers. So, come on in, chop it up with us. So,
chop it up with us.
Yeah, man. But we're going back to that, though. You think it's more so that they should they pump the brakes, or should they not should they not bite off more than they can chew?
But here's what they should do, Storm. They should say, you know what? Look, Stadians, we love y'all. We thank y'all so much for the support that you're giving the platform, because you're showing that that long term this is going to be a great investment. You know what I'm saying? Down the road, and cloud gaming is definitely going to be the future. That being said, as much as we'd love to have these games released at 1080p 60, it's just not fathomable right now at launch. Here's our long-term plan. We're going to release them now in these modes. And then what we're going to do after the fact is we're going to develop and work on 60 frame per second patches. Okay. So hopefully you guys will appreciate that. And if you do, Thank you so much, and we care so much. Please leave us your feedback. Let us know what you think. Like full transparency.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hello, caller. You're here with Storm and Most Live. Let us know who we're talking to and what it is that you want to talk about. Our good friend.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friend Squid.
Squid in the building. What's going down?
Man, I'm just relaxing.
Man, we want to get your thoughts, Squid.
Saturday today. On the show.
Okay, we want to get your thoughts on everything and anything that we've been talking about, or if you want to go in a different area, man. What's up?
Yeah, kind of touching on how Stadia has been giving out. I like to call him like the Oprah of gaming right now.
Yeah. I like that.
You get a Chromecast Ultra and controller. You get a Chromecast Ultra and controller.
Absolutely.
That's been amazing, and that's why I keep posting on the Twitter there. I actually got legitimately like 11, 12 people, friends that were talking smack about Stadia, all that stuff. Yep. What do I do? Send them all the links for it, and then like, oh wait, I could get this for free too now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Got 12 people set up.
Absolutely.
So it's been amazing. So if a lot of the shipments go to Arizona, I'm sorry.
Man, it's all good.
Aside that and just the new games, man, been amazing. That new Destiny expansion, really nice.
Squid, I want to ask you a question, bro. You let me know what you think about this. I think it's one of the most ingenious moves out of anybody this holiday season for them to release family sharing, which we saw quadruple how many active players are on Stadia, and B, give away all of these premiere editions to the YouTube Premium people. I didn't realize there were so many people that had YouTube Premium.
Neither did I.
But the combination of those two, I think, were the most ingenious moves this generation, based upon the place where Stadia is at with mindshare. What do you think?
Brad, I agree as well, because family share is honestly what got my brother into this, because he's one of those. He's like one of those PC mongers, I like to call him. I got the Flex monitor in my my endless frames 120, 160. If it's above that, I'm playing it, but below it, I don't play it. That type of thing. PC elitist mindset.
Oh yeah, my brother's one too. Yep.
But I got him set on this basically because got the family share, sent him a link. Oh yeah, now you can play all the games I got. I got Baldur's Gate 3. I got all these games. You can just play it now, and you have to download it. And yeah, he's been on a few times. I've seen him. He doesn't tell me when it gets on, of course, but
yeah, because they're secretly loving it. Like it's eating that cookie that your doctor told you not to eat. What do they call guilty pleasure? It's the guilty pleasure.
Yeah. So if you have that Danish one more time, man, you're gonna have diabetes.
Exactly.
And that Danish.
You know it, man.
Crazy.
But, that's that Danish's Stadia.
So let me ask you something, Squid, before you happen to roll, man. Wait, do you have your eyes on either of the consoles or PC, any of the PC tech, or are you good with Stadia right now?
I'm good with Stadia, but also what I'm looking at, to be honest, because I'm kind of going back to how everyone, loves their certain game. If they come out, at least with the new, not new Iceborne, but just next Monster Hunter series,
Yeah.
I mean, I may get a Series S for that, so I could play that only. But that's just because it's, Monster Hunter, and that and WoW and Pokemon, those three are the ones that, I'll kind of always play. But it's just, that's when I'll probably get a Series S maybe next year, Black Friday or something, when it's on the price drop for 200 for 250.
Awesome. Yeah, I hear that. Hey, well, look, unless there's something else you want to
4K display by TCL.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that rip on the TCL Square, but look, people got families, budgets, and wives like mine that's gonna crack the whip across your spine, bro. I can't play around. I can't play around. So yes, I'm. Is there a TCL that you can recommend? Anyone that you've been looking at for those that are
one that's on Amazon?
Okay.
230.
Woo!
Yeah. You know, I think TCL was bought. I think they have something to do with Sharp, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of those brands that TCL has something to do. Either they were bought or something happened, man, where I think they have some kind of affiliation with Sharp or some kind of connection. If I'm not mistaken, it could be another brand, but one of those big brands that we know about. But anyway, yeah, man. But look, if you don't have anything else to share, my brother, man, we appreciate you calling in. We're going to keep it gaming. We're going to keep on moving because the technical difficulties pushed us back, Squid. But we damn sure appreciate you calling in, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, it's always a pleasure. And thanks for, having the opportunity here for me and others as well to call. And, I appreciate the show. You guys have a good one.
No problem, man. See you around, bro.
All right. That was the homie Squid. So yes, oh man, fantastic.
Squid is out there playing these games, man. That's what I love about it. See,
he sure is.
Yeah, we're not out here just lurking around and wishing that we were gaming and stuff and just talking gaming, man. And people out here, they're putting that work in. So many of you I see in the chat right now. We got Dev Simmons in the building.
What's up?
We got Hell Monkey that joined in.
Shout out to Hell Monkey.
Ray Sherrod. I don't know.
Hey, Hell Monkey, drop the link to your Discord in this chat. Hell Monkey got a Discord.
Yeah, and Ray Sherrod, I told you I had something, man. You see right there, Ray, the game that y'all are watching is called Gun Sport. You know what I'm saying? It was free with Stadia, and I forget which month it was, but it dropped on Stadia Pro for free, right? Fun-ass game, man. I can't lie to you. And Ray Sherrod, I'm using the Oakland team right now. That's the surprise that I told you about last week, that I had something for you, man. I use Oakland, and as you will see, your boy went all the way to the chip and won that thing. You know what I'm saying? Oakland, shout out to Oakland. Much love and respect, man. We're going to keep on moving, bro. All right?
Absolutely.
I'll say this right here. Now, with that, okay, I got a couple things on the docket, right? Okay. A lot of people, speaking of these different platforms that we don't have really anything against, we might have something against how they operate, but we don't have anything against the people that play on these platforms. So, MM2K, man, what's your thoughts about people like Grace? I want to send a shout out to Grace Yang. You know what I'm saying? If Grace is watching, we love you, Grace. We respect you because of the work you put in. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. I don't have a problem saying that. I respect so many people. I call it out. I let people know. You know what I mean? Give me my flowers while I'm alive type of stuff. You heard? Yeah. So Grace she did a stream on Twitch not too long ago. I happened to pop by. I think she was playing the game. What the hell is the name of the game, man? The Ghost game on PC, Phantasma, something like that, man. I forget the name, man.
Valor.
No. She was playing that scary one too. That had it's popular on Steam, and I can't remember. I know it's PH something, man. Phantasma, some crazy shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. So here's the deal. So she was also seen on Twitter with sending love, or did she get a PS5 or something, or she wanted a PS5? Do you know what I'm talking about?
She wants a PS5.
She wants the PS5, right? Do you think that's acceptable? Like, is it cool? Is it? I mean, because sometimes you get it happens. What happens with us too? That if we're putting out content on another platform, the diehards are like, "Oh hell, no, you didn't. I know you didn't go over there and switch side." And stuff like that, man. So I want to get your thoughts on, because it happens across the board. When Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are showing love to each other, do you think that's genuine, or do you think they're just really being sarcastic and sending shots? Like, what do you think, man, about both of those topics?
I think, we got to remember, and that's what all of us, especially all of us that have professional careers where we're like client facing. And when I say client facing, I mean, if you got to talk to, whether it's bankers, lawyers, students, you're client facing. You got to operate with a group of people, and you can't talk to them the same way you would talk to them in the street, because you got to be respectful. I'm not saying you're not respectful all the time, but you got to make sure that regardless of what happens, you're respectful, you're courteous, they're always right. You can't respond back. Like if somebody curse you out in the street, you're like, whoa, whoa. And you can't do that in your day-to-day job. Whenever somebody is client facing like that, there's a certain mask or, an outfit they got to put on. And when you come home, I know I'm the same with like the MM2K that you hear now is not the same MM2K you hear at work. Hell no, I wouldn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? So when I come home, I want to unwind, whatever the case may be. So we got to remember that everybody, Grace, Chris, Storm, MM2K, we all, when we're in our professional lives, sometimes we want to unwind regardless of how good the thing is that we work for. We want to unwind, detach ourselves from it because they got to interact with it at a level that we're not forced to. It's their job. So when y'all see Grace, I know a lot of people made some noise, and I did too, to a certain degree. But I made it because I was like, these people are making noise about other platforms, but they're not saying anything about Stadia. That's not Grace's problem. Grace is pro Stadia, all the way. All right. But Grace is now on Twitch, and she streams games on Twitch. And I see some grumblings. Storm, we're gonna keep it real, right? We
gotta keep it all the way jiggy. I mean, why wouldn't we?
This is the all real zone. This is ARZ, baby. We gonna coin that. This is ARZ, the all real zone. Let's keep it real. We got people that when they see Grace, well, let me rewind it. No. I'm gonna stay on that path. When they see Grace streaming something outside of Stadia, they don't want to support it. They don't want to like it. They don't want no parts of it, right?
Right.
But those same people get offended when content creators play on other platforms, right? Yeah. Like we're all in this together. So if it's cool for MM2K to play on the PlayStation 5 and go, woo, the PlayStation 5 is great, and I'm blowing in my my controller while playing.
Man, don't tell me you blowing in that damn controller. Hey man, don't tell me you blew into that damn controller, bro. Now that's what you can't do. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, I already have. Hey, look, man. We're gonna get back to Grace in a minute, but look, man. Hey, bro, I was afraid that we lost you to Pony Nation for a minute, man. I can't lie to you, man, because you was loving the Godfall, bro. I encourage people to go back and see that, man. You need to let them know how they can find that damn stream. Because it was something special, man. Now the audio, I hope you get into that briefly, but man, the audio. But we'll cover Grace first. We'll get back to that, and then if you could go back into your stream, man, because I want people.
Hey, look, Devin Simmons Jr. I just caught you. I'm glad Storm, brought me down to reality so I can see this in the chat. Yo, if you whatever this new UI is, put it in put a link to it, bro. Hold on, no, he's not a mod.
Yeah, he's not a mod. He's not a mod yet.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but guess what? We about to do it. See, I didn't know if he had you on Twitter at first. I didn't know if he had you on Twitter at first, but I know Devin is always around. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah. So definitely do that. Put that in there, man. I want to see what it is. Now, is it Stadia Plus or I'm familiar with Stadia Plus and another one. But with that being said, so y'all got to look at yourselves. The ones that are so angry when they see a Stadia person playing something else, but y'all clap when Stadia content creators play on other platforms. And yes, it's all the same. We're gamers at the end of the day, we're gamers with a capital G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a content creator's currency is viewership via Stadia. Grace's currency is the paycheck that she gets. We're all getting paid, or all getting that. We're all receiving some type of attribute from Stadia, whether you're a content creator or you're an employee. Yes, should Stadia employees, when they're on social media, if they're sitting there talking it up about PlayStation every 5 seconds, should they at least give a blurb to Stadia? Oh hell yeah, I understand that. But just because they're playing on something else, you can't get mad at them if they're playing on something else, but then you see Stadia content creators, you know what I'm saying, go play on something else. It doesn't work that way. So I'm all for Stadia content creators spreading the love, and I'm all for Stadia, Stadia reps spreading the love too, because we're gamers with a capital G. Go ahead, Storm. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm laughing at G Millie and Shake Capo and them, man. G Millie says I blew my controller like a man. You know what I'm saying? Shake Capo said I did too privately. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it, man. I don't know.
Just tripping.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with blowing the controller, man. If I was playing Astro's Playroom or something like that, man, or if I had the power of a god, and I get like on Immortals Phoenix Rising, and I needed to blow somebody, a monster, or ogre off the cliff or whatever, I'm gonna have to blow that controller, man.
It's gonna be on camera, bro.
It's not. But it's all right. It's all right because I go off stream, man. You know what I'm saying? The nature of my job, I keep it all stream, off cam anyway. Off cam.
Or put up the scene that says "Be back in 5 minutes," but we hear you blowing.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot to mute. But it's nothing. There's nothing wrong, man. They put the feature in there for a reason, man. It's not a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Ape Glitch in the building. Hey, so look, where were we, man?
We were talking about. Look, I was just saying. When y'all see Grace, please, y'all put y'all agendas to the side. Grace works hard. You know what I mean? Through the good times and the bad times, even when we knew that Google maybe wasn't on its best footing, Grace worked hard with what she was presented with. She's a gamer with a capital G. If you watch any of her streams, you learn more about Grace than I think we've had in any other interaction. And it just makes you appreciate her being part of the Stadia family even more.
Absolutely.
Go over there, show her some love. Don't adulterate her with Stadia stuff. That's not what she's there for. It's like, hey, Storm, if me and you work for Ruth Chris Steakhouse, makes the best steaks in the world, right?
Man, you love this damn
Maybe
Ruth
when we
Chris,
go
man.
home, we want to. That's like if we sitting there biting into a chicken sandwich and someone pops through our window. What you eating that chicken sandwich for? You work for Ruth Chris.
Hey, you get tired of your own product, man. Hey, check this out.
How you get
and it's okay to go. Hey, look, for one, it shows me that even like we know Phil Harrison has connections, and others, and Shannon Studstill and others. There's no law that says that you must have this Stadia controller in your hands at all times. Like that's the beautiful thing about it. They know that a majority of their fan base is going to come from elsewhere. They're just trying to make. That's why they're trying to make a more appealing value proposition out for these gamers that want to jump in, man. They're coming in behind the game, so to speak. Xbox has been out since 2001, whatever, and PlayStation's been out who knows how long, and they got decades in the game, man. So it just makes sense. So look. Same thing goes for MM2K as he's playing his PS5 and smiling from ear to ear, laughing and breathing in the mic all heavy and all this crazy stuff that was going down on that stream. Y'all need to check it out. I'm trying to tell you. He was hyped. At one point during that stream, all right, he got stuck. I said, the brother is done. Then I started smiling from ear to ear to ear, right? So he got stuck on this one part. I was like, yeah, watch his ass. He don't have no patience. He's done. He's going to be like, man, what the hell? I'm done. And guess what? He showed patience, y'all. He went and found what he needed. He opened that damn chest, and he kept on going for like another hour. I said, yo, he's done, man. He's definitely lost to Pony Nation.
I was
Pony Nation?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
And you know what, though?
Me.
But the fun you were having, that's what it's about, man. The fun. Exactly. You have, and then I see that you didn't stray too far away. You came back home to Stadia Land, man, the land of electric air.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, we still gonna chop it up on that what do you call it? That Far Cry 5. Hey, man. Okay, I see. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate you, good brother. You a good man.
That's what's up, Dad.
I'm going to chop it up on that Far Cry 5. That's still. Hey, look, I love Godfall. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty and it's glittery and all that other stuff. Ain't nothing touching Far Cry 5. Not yet. Oh, Stadia Enhanced. Oh, okay. Did I have this? Remove. I got this. This is dope. But the problem that I was having with Stadia Enhanced is it wasn't allowing me to get 4K for some reason. It was messing with my 4K. So if they have a recent update, oh yeah, they do from the 13th. Word. Okay, I'm gonna try. I actually like this better than Stadia Plus, but it wasn't letting me do 4K. So we'll see. But yeah, that's a great one, Devin. That's a great one. It was just messing with my 4K, but thank you for that. I'm gonna try this out, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wish I had that. Hey, Kel, what's going on? Kel F just joined and asked if Grace streams. Yeah, man, she streams on Twitch. She just started recently. What's funny about it is I was hoping that she and Chris or other people from the Stadia side of things would link up and do a live stream, kind of like like a little friendly live Q&A session or something like that, where we get to go in and ask questions and just talk about gaming as a whole and appreciation of gaming. And it don't always have to be Stadia all the time. So when I went into the stream that she did, I didn't ask questions about Stadia, you know what I mean? But she asked me, she said, "Hey, Project Storm, you got any questions at all? Like pretty much like ask her anything." But I never went into the Stadia side because I know how I would feel if I did Stadia all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, damn, I want to go chop it up and be free. And that's why, y'all, I got to share with y'all. MM2K, he beats me over the head all the time about this, man. Storm, you're too talented, brother. Start doing more live streams, man. People are appreciating the 4K content, man. You're cool. You chop it up with the gamers. You care about the chat. I do, right? And I've been slacking a little bit because I've been trying to do my best. Rad Brad and Big YouTube, Massive G and these other YouTubers, man. I've been trying to do my best 4K content with some fire gameplay because I'm telling you right now, sometimes y'all get caught up in it. I'm keeping it real now. I might see Stadia Universe come through, and right then I start talking to him about Sekiro for 15 minutes, and now I stop playing the game and all that. I got to do better. I have to do better at that, but I'm working on it, all right? Something's coming up. I will be doing more. You hear that? You hear that? I will be doing more live streams for the people, too, man. And I'll invite you on the thing and all that. Yeah, and
if y'all want to hear, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna settle this right now.
Man, don't drop that. Don't do no numbers in the chat, man. You know what Cold Blood did last time, man. Cold Blood's gonna put a 2 on there, man, or something, man. I'm afraid, bro.
Storm is gonna fire me today, y'all. We got to do this.
Cold Blood didn't want to see me go live, man. I ain't trying to. I don't want to do it. If y'all want to see
Storm go live with individual content, like you know how I do the Stadia Live. If y'all want to see a live session from Storm, something of that matter, hit 1 in the chat. That's what we're gonna do it like that.
If you want to see Storm focus on that 4K content, high level Destiny 2 and all the games that I play, hit 2 with no distractions like staring at a wall for 8 minutes looking at goddamn textures on the wall, man. You know what I'm saying? For 8 whole minutes, hit 2. So while they're doing that, while they're tallying that up, man, we're gonna move right down the line and come back to the Stadia anniversary, MM2K, and this Cyberpunk and all this stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. I haven't heard Cyberpunk come out your mouth. Are you still excited for it, bro? I know we talked about it, but weeks go by, days go by. How you feeling about it?
Yeah, man.
I saw my gameplay freeze. Bro. Hold on, it looked like my gameplay froze on the screen. I don't know if the stream is about to crash again, but anyway. Go ahead.
Homie, A-Glitch hit 1 and 2. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say A-Glitch. I was gonna say 3 if you want to see both. Jeez. Yes and no, Storm. I gotta keep it real, bro. This is the all real zone. This is ARZ. Hashtag ARZ.
Let's go.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hashtag ARZ on SML, baby. We all about them hashtags.
We got a lot of ones, man. We got a lot of ones.
Yeah, look. Storm. You needed to see this.
He gonna put me on the hot seat, and when it's my show, it's my time. I'm the host. If he put me on the hot seat, I remember that, bro. Go ahead though.
Man, yes and no, y'all.
Now, what I'll be doing when I do go live is putting people on the hot seat. Like I'll just be, I got some ideas, y'all. I don't want to share too much, but man, I would like to get into your heads and give you, let people know,
Don't tell them too much.
All right, man. Okay, all right. Got you.
We got the swipers.
Yeah, the swipe.
We got the swipers. We got the swipers. Keep that in the bag, bro.
I got it, man. But I can always tweak. But go ahead, man. Share what you were gonna say. I'm having fun. Let's get it. Let's get it.
And that's my bro. He's stupid. Hey, look. Storm, you put me on the hot seat, bro. Yes and no. I'm excited to finally play it. I know it's going to take up a lot of time. I know I'm going to like it. I'm a connoisseur of music, and I grew up listening to old school hip hop. Y'all know the group Run the Jewels. They got a song out right now for Cyberpunk 2077. I grew up listening to LP when I was in high school. That's how long this dude been rapping. He been rapping since 1300. LP, and then I love Killer Mike when he was out with Outkast, and I think the group is dope in a lot of ways. So my anticipation, you know, among other things, I've liked what I've seen of the game recently. So my anticipation has gone up. But I got to be honest, Storm, it fizzled a little bit over the summer with all the delays, and then I saw what looked like some downgrades, and they said they ain't gonna put these type of scenes in there. It was just I was starting to it fizzled a little bit. And then it started to go back up again, and particularly, look at all them ones, bro. Particularly when Cyberpunk was announced day and date for Stadia, that just blew the roof off. But I gotta be honest, y'all. Now, Eddie put me in the right place. He said, Storm and Moss, don't worry about this. You're gonna get a 60 frames per second mode on CD Projekt Red's biggest game, you know, coming out this generation possibly, and definitely on Stadia this year, likely. I just hope that I hope there's a 60 frames per second mode. If there's a 60 frames per second mode, y'all know where I'm getting it. If there's not a 60 frames per second mode, I'm gonna be disappointed. And I don't know where I'm getting it. It's not gonna be an automatic. I'm gonna get it on the PlayStation 5. I might not have it. Ain't no automatic. I'm gonna get it on PC because my alternative would be GFN, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. GFN isn't consistent enough for me.
It's not me either. You know, me either. Really, it's
not consistent enough for me. So I don't know. So we'll see. But as long as if there's a 60 frames per second mode, you're gonna hear me hype it up to the high heavens.
Oh man, and why do you care so much about 60 versus 30, man?
Oh,
because people don't. You know, some people out in the community and other places about. They're like, yo, man, 60. Why? If the game is 30, I'm good with it, and that's cool. I understand why, but maybe, right. That's you. Go ahead though. Why you? I mean, why 30?
That's like Storm. That's like Storm. You know, you walk into
Don't say Ruth Chris Steakhouse, man.
I'm gonna use Ruth Chris again.
Ruth Chris, man.
You go on to Ruth Chris, and then they might have some premium steak sauce on there, and you're like, yo. Where the premium? I gotta have my premium steaks. Like this is where man. For me. I'm gonna tell you. Let me give you another food analogy. When I eat Chinese food, I can't eat Chinese food without chopsticks.
Okay,
it's something my brother put on me. Like if I have I can't eat it with a fork. I gotta eat it with chopsticks. I just gotta have it with chopsticks. My wife gets on me like that all the time. I won't eat. Why you gotta eat it with chopsticks? That's how I enjoy it. It's my emotional crutch, and that's what I like. That, you know, everybody has their own quirky like, but I'm not gonna say 60 frames per second is a quirky like. I'm not gonna downplay it like that, Storm. I want to hear your thoughts too. But 60 frames per second gaming is so smooth. When you do it a lot, you can't go back.
It's hard to go back because
it's just hard to go back.
I think
it's like playing on the PlayStation 4 and going back to the PlayStation 2 to me.
Yeah,
you just can't do it.
Yeah, and people, I think some people's eyes are trained differently or whatever. They don't see what we see because I'm telling you right now. Imagine this, y'all, and try it when you get a chance. Go play a game that you know is only 30 frames per second. Turn the camera right and left, like you could stand by a wall, a mountain, or whatever. Like Destiny 2's Beyond Light, the new level where you first play that level. They have like these glaciers and stuff. Like you could try it on that, or a building, any kind of house, walk up to a house or whatever, trees in the background, anything that's in the background, and turn the camera right and left, real kind of fast. You will see those trees and stuff start to blur like it happens on Far Cry 5. Now, imagine if those trees stayed clear because the human eye, the way it sees, you know what I mean? The way our eyes see things, when you turn your head, stuff still stays smooth and solid. Like try it. I know some people are turning their heads left and right like I am right now. But, you know, try to focus on something as you turn your head, whatever, and it's still smooth. It's just locked as a smooth picture. But with 30 FPS, it gets like blurry and it's judder and it's like choppy. And then you see like 5 trees when there's really supposed to be 1 tree. It's hard to explain, but it smooths out the gameplay. And 120 takes it even further. 240 takes it further than that. 360 or whatever takes it even higher, y'all. When it comes to smooth and fluidity and all that, that's why we're so heavily focused on 60 frames per second at the minimum. And I used to be I'm the type of person where I wanted everything 4K. I don't want to go down to 1440p. Me and 6'4" used to get into, we didn't get into it, but we used to have those discussions back and forth. We used to be like, my brother, yeah, Storm, I know you like that 4K, but I'm telling you now, and you know, shout out to 6'4". He always say, look, man, 1440p is where it's at on this monitor. And it wasn't until recently that I saw this with my own eyes. MM2K would say the same thing. I don't know, Storm. It's smooth at 1440. You can't really tell the difference between 4K. But so that's what it's all about, man. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's why. I mean, to me, you know, as a gamer, I've been gaming. Look, me and Storm been gaming for a long time. Maybe it's because we have such a long lineage and we played so many games that our expectations, performance-wise, are more defined. And I'm not trying to say that we're better than anybody. But when I've played so many decades on 30 frames per second, and then I got introduced to 60 frames per second, and then even 60 frames makes boring games even exciting a little bit to me.
Yeah,
that's how much I care about performance. When I'm playing the game, it makes me more immersed. It you know, when you're like when I'm playing Godfall, I don't get that same excitement if I'm playing at a choppy 30. So it's a performance thing. There are performance gamers. I don't think we should underscore it. It's a pillar, just like there's volume gamers, there's performance gamers. I'm a performance gamer. You know what I mean? So I need my 60 frames per second. It's important.
So do I, man. I will settle for a lock 30 every now and then. Like Far Cry, that was a game we had to try that because the game is still great. The game, don't get me wrong, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is still dope at 30, right? But man, anyway, we'll get off that for now, man. But let's go into the 1 year anniversary, MM. I want to pick your brain, man. All right. Okay. With features like text messaging and stuff like that rolling out, which some people, I can understand why some people would laugh and say, y'all just getting that, man, on Stadia. But I'd rather them take their time and do things right because I don't know how it's going to be integrated. I don't know if they're going to have some special integration with this stuff, crowd choice and crowd play and all this. And, you know, once it really rolls out heavily to the mainstream, I just don't know how they might intertwine it with YouTube or whatever the case is, right? So I don't beat them up too bad about that. Now, with all these features, right, thinking about Stadia when you first got your code, because November 19th will be here before you know it. That's the 1 year anniversary, right? From when you first got your code to now, if you could keep it short and sweet, because I got another question for you after this, man. Short and sweet from then to now, how do you feel about the trajectory of Stadia, man?
Oh, I feel great. I feel great mainly because we learned what they were trying to do. At first, we misunderstood it. A lot of us did, even though I think that I realized that they weren't trying to be 1v1 versus Xbox and PlayStation. I didn't understand. I do now a lot better thanks to people like 6'4" and the community altogether just making this thing grow, seeing the data that I saw, all that stuff. And now that what I've seen more recently with family share and the giving away of units and those being all gone.
Yeah,
it's just the smart juices are really flowing there. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Same here, man. And then when I go back to, I saw that Red Raven 96 said Destiny, man, on PS4 30 and PS5 now, from what I understand. I know series. I think both consoles are running the main game at 30. I was surprised to see that. I can't lie to you. And he said on Stadia 60. Yeah, and when I'm telling y'all, I drop videos like that so that people can see. So can you imagine people just thinking Stadia is inferior all the time? And then they see a Project Storm video and they're like, or whoever that makes content and is real smooth or they're playing at 60 FPS, right? And when you see that, your eyes just see it and you're like, damn, that looks smooth. You can't you can't lie. Your brain, you can't lie to your brain, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like you got to turn your head, eat your cereal and everything. Like, yo, it don't look good. It don't look good, man. And you got to keep trying to pretend that Stadia don't look awesome. And then, you know, so it's easy to make excuses. Like it's easy for me to make an excuse like Series X ain't no gains right now. Halo got delayed. Trash. PS5 is cutting off for some people. Its system's big as hell. Can't fit in my file. You know, in my center or whatever, my entertainment center or my stand. Trash. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying, people, is Stadia is for it could be that nice complementary platform. I just show videos like that, MM2K, for people to hopefully see, wow, I see why MM2K and Project Storm and others in the community are doing shows every week and breaking news every week about this platform. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. But now, with that, did you want to say anything on that part before I get into the one of the final questions?
Oh, no, we can go to the final question.
All right, final question, my brother, is, all right, shit, if I can remember what it is now, bro. Final question was, with these, the SSDs and everything, right, and all this technology, do you think, is it overrated to you is what I'm trying to ask you. Is it overrated now that you've had your hands on the PS5, which was supposed to have the fastest SSD in the game? Because now I'm going to tell you something. When my PC crashed during this stream, early in the stream, it crashed. I reset in like less than 10 seconds. My PC was reset and ready to go. I wasn't even ready for it. Do you think the SSDs in the consoles are going to blow Stadia's SSD away or anything, man?
I mean, we're seeing where there's some good speeds now, but again, we got to remember these games aren't built from the ground up for Stadia. They're ports of ports. I mean, they're ports. You know what I'm saying? So even when you look at the backwards compatibility, you're taking a backwards compatibility on a faster SSD of something that was built for the ground up for a PlayStation 4, and you build an emulator off of that. So it's not fair right now. We have to wait and see until a game is built from the ground up for Stadia, just the way it's built from the ground up for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And I think once we see that, we'll see the difference will be staggering, and it'll be staggering in the favor of Stadia.
Well said. And then lastly, this will be the final question, right? Then we'll get into final thoughts or whatever, because I know we had some hiccups, but we'll try to catch a couple chats, and then we'll have to wrap it up. But listen, going back to Stadia, right? Bro, I just had the damn thought. It's so much on my mind. It'll come right back to me real fast. Hold on, man. I'm hungry right now. Hold on. Listen. I'm telling you right now. Now, I got it.
Okay.
With the 1 year anniversary and all that coming up, would it shock the hell out of you if Stadia does not do anything? Like, if they don't do anything at all, because nothing's been announced, there's no solid dates, and there's only less than how many days left, man? I mean, the 19th is coming.
Oh, yeah.
So if they don't do anything, would it leave a bad taste in your mouth? And remember, this is the ARZ. It's the ARZ, MM2K. Before you answer, remember where you are, man. The ARZ.
I would be disappointed. Would I be disappointed a lot? Not really, but I would be disappointed because we don't know what their MO is. Like we couldn't predict the family share, the YouTube premium. So whenever we always get disappointed when we expect something, and when we least expect something, they jump over our expectations and give us something grand. So I would be disappointed not to see anything, but this is Stadia, and they're running on their own track, so we'll see.
Sorry, I was drinking some water, man. I agree with you, and on that note right there, man, I think it'd be nice, and I think they do have something coming, even if it's like something like Outcasters or whatever. I feel like something's gonna come to make us smile, and just we could recap the whole year and just say, wow, man, it was kind of rocky in certain spots, but then overall, I think they're moving up on that chart, man. I think they're just moving up and up and up into 2021. So I'm good with what I've been seeing, man. On that note, I just want to go back through the chat, catch a couple last minute things. Marchief joined us, MM2K, Cloud Gaming Extreme. You was talking about him earlier, bro. You there?
My bad.
No, don't worry about it, because I'll go ahead. He's Marchief came in. Hey, Marchief does it all. Y'all know him and Ace, man. They break things down. If you haven't checked out Cloud Gaming Extreme, check them out. Check them out. I'm telling you right now, they break down every damn thing in a way that you can't do unless you're somebody like Random Noob and Dosage and all these guys, Trizarecta and all these tech guys. But check this out. He says PS5 is a joke for SSD. Series X SSD is faster 95% of the time. Wow. You heard it right there. You know, I haven't tried it. I got to check it out and see it for myself. All right. Devin said, Project Storm, what happened if Gen 2 has 0 load time? Hey, I don't even need it to have 0 load time. It can have 1.8, 2 seconds, or 3. As long as it stays blistering fast, I'm good, man. The game, as long as I can play these games the way I do on CCU. Oh, let me, MM, I almost forgot to do this, and I know you might be doing something in the background. Take your time and do it. Yo, if you have a 120 hertz display, I'm saying it's live right now, and I want you all to go test it. Marchief, if you're still here, check it out. If you have a 120 hertz or higher display, like my TV is a Samsung Q80T, 65 inches, y'all. I should not be able to play games on Stadia the way I'm playing right now. It feels very console-like. With the, I know the TV has auto low latency and all that stuff, but I don't know if Stadia they might not have that turned on and that kind of integration. But if you're playing in the browser, the Chrome browser, I set my TV at 120 hertz, is native refresh rate on this TV. Stadia feels so damn smooth, while my PC is set at 120. It's kind of like, it's mind blowing. Now that's some mind blowing stuff, y'all. I try any game that's 60 FPS is going to feel like it's 120 FPS, and latency is going to be reduced and everything. I need some of you all to try that out and get back to me on Twitter or the next show. That's going to be on MM2K's channel, on Stadia Dosage channel next Saturday, all right, at 11 a.m. Now, I'll say that one more time, because we know that Stadia is running these games at 120 frames per second from the data center. They confirmed that. Maj Pakar, I think that's his name, from Google, he confirmed this, that these games are running at 120 hertz. And then by the time they reach us, they're 60 frames per second. Now, I want you all to keep thinking about this for a minute now. I don't know. It was almost like magic. I tried several games. Doom 2016, Doom Eternal. I tried PUBG, which was phenomenal. I was pulling off headshots with the VSS that I would have never been able to do on my regular CCU. And I don't even prefer the browser, y'all. I don't even prefer to play via Chrome browser. I always recommend the CCU. Because it's on my end. I think my connection does something crazy, and I have Fios, so I have to always call them up to see what's going on, because I don't always get my full speeds, right? But man, I'm telling y'all, it was phenomenal. I'll leave it on that note, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. MM, did you have anything else you wanted to address, man, beforehand? And Marchief said, "Thanks. Sorry, I was cooking the kids dinner." Series X also a lot faster than Stadia right now, but it's still early days. All right, my monitor is 144 hertz, 1440p, so I'll let you know. All right, yeah, do that, man. Anything else you want to share before you wrap up, brother? If not, we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down.
Oh, no, my bad, y'all. My antivirus locked up my PC, so we...
Oh, wow. Hey, Mars, man, you think somebody's trying to get us, man. Somebody's trying to get us, man.
Somebody's trying to get us.
You know, they're trying to get us.
Marchief said, I see, okay, Marchief says Series X is a lot fast. No, when he says a lot faster, is he talking about the
SSD?
Speeds?
Yeah, the loading faster than Stadia, like loading in the games and all that stuff, just booting up from cold boot probably, and all that good stuff, you know? Oh, but I know I want to go back and see like a Destiny 2 comparison, like when you first select your character, the 3 characters at the beginning. I want to see how fast it loads. Now, Martins, if you have that answer before we wrap up, share it, man. Is Stadia faster or on par?
Didn't we see Division 2 loading from Xbox versus Stadia? I mean, I don't know if that's across the board. I know there's instances, but we saw Division 2 loading on Stadia versus Series X, and I think Stadia beat it.
And I've seen so many videos, but I have not gotten a chance to go back and just watch the full damn video, the full breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So I will be doing that soon. But man, look, with all this said, y'all, we appreciate you. You already know, every week, every day, every hour, for rocking with us, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get me some food, figure out what's going on, try to see who was trying to destroy us today. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother. And we'll be seeing y'all around in the community, man. My friend list is growing. It's ridiculous how many people are online, man. It's just crazy. So if you know where to find me, Project Storm, right here on YouTube. On Twitter, you can find me, the Nephophiliac. You know, I'm always trying to break things down out there and drop gameplay footage and stuff for people to analyze. MM2K, where can they find you?
They can find me on Stadia Dosage News or Stadia Dosage Stadia Dosage Streams. We got 2 separate channels.
Right.
I'm separating the news and the streams for y'all, just so y'all aware. And y'all can also find me on MM2K videos, where I do general gaming content. And last but not least, PNTS Network, Broadband Bullies.
Oh, yeah.
The family and the squad. Definitely check out for that content from both of those parties.
Yeah, I mean, I almost forgot. Tomorrow, 6 Eastern time on Snow Bunny Gaming's channel. Snow Bunny, or is it Snow Bunny Gaming or Snow Bunny 426? I can't remember. Snow Bunny Gaming on YouTube.
Snow Bunny Gaming.
Yeah, on here on YouTube, y'all. 6 p.m. You can find us on the Ying Meets Yang of Gaming podcast. It's going to be very interesting now that these consoles are out, because Bunny has been just putting the work in, and she's undefeated right now. I got to get at least one dub. So look, with all that being said, y'all, you'll see us around. You'll see us on these games. We get to then MM2K will get lost in PS5 land again, but that's cool, man. It's cool. All right. With that being said, peace, y'all.
Peace.